sing along with them. Take a look here, folks. Peace and civil rights for all, democracy, use it or lose it. Everybody is here today to support and unify. Instead of war, I want to be in the covers. We made peace instead of war. Here we are. That was the Raging Grannies. We're here at the court steps of the courthouse. Let's go up and get a better look. Folks, the energy is electric here. It is a dynamic crowd. Here we go. Get a nice back view for you folks. See if you can hear them. Never forget to vote. Use it or lose it, but never forget to vote. Woo! Hello, there's Jen. Jen's here.
Jen from DSA.
Woo! Cameron with the Party for Socialism and Liberation. How are we today, folks? Are we angry? Are we sad? Are we tuning in like you should be?
We have masks available if you need them. They are wearing red bandanas on their arms. We have organizers around if you have any questions. If you need assistance, they are wearing yellow bandanas. They look like this. We're going to march today. We have a march guide for you. It's a little handout. On your way to marching, grab a little pamphlet. People will be passing those out. They have a list of chants to refer to, and a handy QR code to our website, wefightback.info, with a full guide, chant, and a map if you need it. So let's get started. Let's go.
Our first speaker today is going to be Justin Phillip of the Pacific Green Party. Justin was the Green Party candidate for our congressional district in 2024. The Pacific Green Party runs campaigns to speak truth to power, highlight the systemic nature of our problems, expand the conversation on what is possible, and fight for a better future. Justin currently serves as the co-chair of the Eugene.
We have people honking as they go by. We have people excited to hear from Justin Phillip, the former Green Party congressional candidate.
All right, together we gather here to fight against the billionaire agenda. How about, this is not a billionaire, let's hear you, make some noise.
Woo!
All right.
If you're not a billionaire, folks, make some noise. Justin has a lot to say about that.
Over the last 50 years, in my lifetime, the top 1%.
Folks, we want to immerse you in this event. We want to take you around. We want you to be a part of our world here.
If you're more than 1%, you're getting exploited. Tomorrow we honor Dr. Martin Luther King. 58 years ago, and less than a year before his death, King said, "Why are there 40 million poor people in America?" When you ask that question, you begin to question the capitalistic economy. You begin to ask questions about the whole society. Today there are still roughly 40 million people living in poverty and nearly 800,000 people
Wow.
It's estimated that the number of unhoused people has grown by 18% just in the last year. Let's contrast that with, in 2012, Elon Musk, go ahead, just do it.
Boo!
2012, Elon Musk was worth $4 billion. Today, he's worth more than $447 billion. In 2012, Jeff Bezos was worth $18
Rob
billion.
Fazette, folks,
Today, he's worth more
right
than
here,
$249
organizer of the event.
billion.
Some of the speakers here lined up.
That you can be so obscenely wealthy while many suffer is an indictment of the whole system. It's immoral. On Wednesday, President Biden warned of an emerging oligarchy that ruled by an elite few. Thanks, Joe, but you're a little late to the game. It's been 10 years since a study from Princeton and Northwestern concluded that the U.S. is already an oligarchy.
10 years since the study in Princeton concluded that we were already an oligarchy. That's phenomenal. These are some words, folks.
The other 678 sat it out, presumably because they know they will do well under either administration. For decades, you chose to elect political leaders who put the material interests of the rich and powerful above those of American people. We can do better.
We can do better.
Donald Trump. He is not
No.
going to drain the swamp. He is the epitome of the swamp. He has used the office of the presidency to enrich himself and his wealthy friends. The Trump administration is going to bring with it its own special set of challenges for these people. We have some great speakers here with us today who are going to talk a little bit about that. And while the challenges may change over time, they're all rooted in the same rot of greed and oppression. To fight effectively, we must understand who our enemy is. It is not our immigrant neighbor. It is not the poor. It's a capitalist system bent on producing greater and greater profits while exploiting people, their labor, and the environment. Donald Trump may be the latest face of imperialism and capitalism.
Lots of support from the crowd. Lots of people shouting out in confirmation of what he's saying, which is that we will not stand for oligarchy.
With the billionaire agenda to save us from the other corporate party with the billionaire agenda.
Yes, 2 billionaire agendas, folks, and neither one is coming to save us.
We have a different agenda. And to deliver an alternative, we're going to need an alternative vehicle for change. Be conscious of the way they control the reforms in the system. What stories do they choose to run or not run? Which voices are broadcast on the airwaves and in print? How do they manufacture consent? Be conscious of the ways they try to manipulate the narrative and divide us to keep us from forming class consciousness. We have a lot of great people working on issues that need our attention, but there's also a need to see the connection between all these issues and to organize against the system that creates the conditions for these problems in our society. Dr. King, in the last years of his life, told historian David Halberstam that he had abandoned the
Oh, folks, I'm sorry you couldn't hear us. We got to get a little closer down here. Let's walk along this path here. Down to the Morris County Courthouse steps, where we are being joined by speakers of all kinds, shapes, and sizes. Oh, folks, have the military, PD on bikes. Yeah, look at them go. The police are here, hopefully to bicycle brigade us safely on our way. That is what the hope is. Wow, folks. Making a better future. Here comes Justin. Justin, can we get a word?
On the strike line, enthusiastically carrying his flag, waving it around, Union strong.
Good, Justin. It's so good to see you again.
Good to see you.
Would you like to tell us a little bit about what you were saying up there? We couldn't quite hear it from our vantage point.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, basically we're just talking about how it's the system itself that is our enemy, and that Trump's the latest face of an imperialist capitalistic system that we need to build people power to fight against.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's kind of the gist of it.
That's what's up.
Yeah. We're going to have like 8 more speakers speaking on specific issues, but I want people to see the connection between all these issues.
Yes.
And that they're all sort of rooted in the same system of greed and imperialism, basically.
What made you run for the Congress Party, Justin?
I just felt like there were some issues that were not getting spoken about when it was just between the 2 major party candidates. Palestine, the unhoused, some of these things. Some of the most vulnerable people among us are often neglected by the 2 major parties. And so we wanted to give a voice to those people first and foremost.
That is absolutely true.
Yeah.
And it's a beautiful platform. Well, thank you for your time. I'm sure you want to get back to what you're doing.
Yeah.
Which is a lot today.
No, good to see you, Echo.
Yeah.
Yeah, hey.
Good to be on Underground Echo again. That was Justin, folks. Look at the crowd here. Ooh, Nikolai is tearing it up.
I look forward to seeing all of you there so that we can fight back together!
Yes! Got a minute, Nikolai?
Thank you so much, Nikolai, for those powerful words of labor.
Oh, hey, how's it going?
Hey, you were live on Underground Echo, Nikolai.
Oh, hey, cool. How's it going, everybody?
You were stirring up the crowd with your speech. That was very dynamic.
Yeah, well, I gotta get moving, or else I get too cold.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. That's why I'm moving around. What do you want to say to the people who are listening and watching?
Organize with your fellow coworkers, because that is how you fight back and protect yourself.
That is true. That is true.
I'm gonna bounce off stage now and give
All
you
right.
a little space, okay?
Yep.
This is 2025.
This is 2025.
Join your nearest picket line.
Join your nearest picket line.
When labor rights are under attack,
We fight back.
We fight back!
With a red hat?
No, next year. Thank you. So our next speaker tonight is going to
Hey, Kaylee, do you got a minute? Sure. Come over here. Let's talk over it.
educator and Mexican immigrant.
This is Kaylee Cook. Bronson Cook? Bronson Cook, I got it right. Hey, Kaylee, how are you today?
I'm great. How are you?
So I'm going to get real close because our microphone.
No, that's
But you are live on Facebook, right? Or YouTube. And live on the radio.
Yeah. Oh,
and so what are you up to today, Kaylee?
Oh, I'm here to fight for the world I deserve to live in. Fight for the world my children deserve to live in.
That's right. And what do you think needs to change? What is the biggest thing that could change right now?
The system. We need a new system. We need a new way of doing things. We need a system that works for working class people and not for billionaires.
What's the first step in doing that?
We got to organize. We got to build people power. We have to build an independent, broad-based, fighting, working class movement to take what we deserve.
And when you say fighting in working class, do you mean fighting physically? You mean fighting together? What do you mean?
For now, fighting together.
That's what's up. That's what's up.
Yeah, there's nothing like people power. It's the only thing that's ever changed history. The only thing that's ever gotten us anything is people coming together and demanding better for themselves and for their communities. That's what we're here to do.
Absolutely. Well, thank you for your time.
Hi, everybody.
Say hi.
If you're listening on the radio, you should come join us.
Join us. We are at the Morris County Courthouse.
Yes, come out, join us.
Tell us the address.
405
West 8th.
West
East 8th.
Eighth.
East 8th, guys.
Yeah,
East
yeah,
8th.
yes.
405 East 8th Street.
Yes.
Can't miss us.
You cannot
miss
miss
us.
us.
Good to see you.
Good to see you all. I like this little pastor here in his colorful uniform.
The cops are here. Look, they're waiting around the corner.
Yeah, I caught that. And folks, we are here today. We're talking to as many people as we can. We are listening to the rally live. Currently, there is a mother speaking. We will interview her when she comes off stage.
Celebrate what each other contribute to our society. We need to not only mobilize around this issue, but to organize against the system that pits immigrants against the working class. And the only way that we can do it is together.
Thank you for that, Nora. You know, Trump and the billionaires, they want us to believe that immigrants are the cause of our problems. The immigrants are the cause of our rising food prices. The immigrants are the cause of violent crime. The immigrants are the cause of these very problems that the working class faces. But that is a lie.
That is a lie.
What causes these problems is that the wealth of this country ends up in the hands of a very small clique of billionaires. We, as the working class, have far more in common with our immigrant neighbors than we do with Jeff Bezos or Elon Musk, or for a local example, Phil Knight.
Phil Knight is a great example.
I want you to join with me when I say it once, say it twice.
Say it once, say it twice.
We will not put up with ICE.
We will not put up with ICE.
Say it once, say it twice.
Say it once, say it twice.
We will not put up with ICE.
We will not put up with ICE.
From Palestine to Mexico, these border walls have got to go.
From Palestine to Mexico, these border walls have got to go.
From Palestine to Mexico, these border walls have got to go.
From Palestine to Mexico, these border walls have got to go.
All right. Our next speaker tonight is Madison. Madison is a community organizer and activist focused on community resilience and systemic change.
We got some
He will be speaking
MAGA
on the
people
dangers
coming around the
Trump
corner
regime presents to the
with a big Trump sticker and a
LGBTQIA+
flag.
community and how we can combat them.
Right there, taking their sweet time. Been prowling the block now.
The Trump regime is scared of us.
Oh, let us talk too. Does Sam have time for?
No, he's doing security.
That's okay. Where did she go?
Turn back down.
Trump and his gaggle of far-right fascists have promised that 2025 will ban life-saving and gender-affirming medical care access to transgender children and adults. It will deny public restroom access to transgender people, and it will remove all language of LGBTQIA+ existence from federal legislature and documents. This is not the first time the U.S. government has tried
here we
to
have
stomp
another
us out.
speaker.
And we are not just fighting against Trump and a few bad seed right-wingers in Congress. Democratic President Biden signed into law the National Defense Authorization Act, which banned transgender service members and their families from receiving health care from the U.S. military. This is not a war between Republicans and queer people. This is a social war. This is a class war, and this is a revolutionary war between the bourgeois elite and the working class person. This attack on our queer bodies, just like the attacks on people of color's bodies, on women, on immigrants, on Palestinians, is an attempt to keep us afraid. It is an attempt to keep us too busy surviving to question the mechanisms of exploitation that continue to isolate and kill us. Whether through lack of healthcare access or the police murdering Black and brown people on our streets, this is a fight against an oppressive colonial state that has used violence as a means of control since they first landed here on Turtle Island. Queerness is the revolution because it rejects the normal of the violent hetero-colonial state. Queerness Awareness is the revolution because within it, we build new models of community where we choose our families and we radically care for them, like we did in the AIDS epidemic, and where we riot for them like we did at Stonewall. Find your community, fight for them, and don't let the state brainwash you into thinking that you can only be what they say you are. Fuck Trump, fuck the state, and queer liberation, baby.
Thank you, Madison.
Sure.
Queer rights are under attack.
Hey, Madison. That was a stirring speech. I'm Echo. We're on Underground Echo. You're on the radio live. You're on YouTube live right now.
Hi.
Speak real loud. Tell me what you want to say.
I just want the people to remember that the liberation of our people will always be queer. It will always be led by our Indigenous community. We want our land back for the Indigenous community. We want a revolution against the state that's oppressing us.
You want a revolution against the state that's oppressing you. That's what's up. So, anything else you want to say? A little shout out to anyone?
Shout out to my queer community. I love you guys.
That's what's up.
Okay, thank you.
That even with this temporary ceasefire,
Janice says it sounds good when I'm close to the speaker.
Will
you hold this up?
Palestinian liberation means the end of the occupation of Palestine from the river to the sea. So we must keep our eyes on Palestine. We must keep our eyes on the developing situation in the Middle East and make sure that if the Zionist entity attacks Palestine again, that we are out there in the streets, and not just that, that we are continuing to struggle for Palestinian liberation. Free, free Palestine!
Free, free Palestine!
Long live Palestine!
Long live Palestine!
Free, free Palestine!
Free, free Palestine!
Long live Palestine!
Long live Palestine!
Of course, Palestine is not the only place where we see the violence of imperialism continuing. The violence of imperialism continues to affect people in other parts of the Middle East too. Yemen is still being hit with bombs that are US and UK made. Well, they're actually US and UK bombs. Sudan continues to feel the wrath of our imperialism. The Congo continues to feel the wrath of our imperialism. And we continue to threaten war with countries like China and Iran and Russia. These wars would not serve any of us. They would not help any of us. Nuclear bombs help none of us. We must understand that the anti-imperialist struggle is the most important struggle. And so I hope that as we continue to organize together, that you'll keep that at the forefront of your mind and understand why being anti-war is so important. And with that, I also want to say, for the last year or so, I've been involved with a group here, the Springfield Eugene Anti-Imperialist Coalition. I want to invite you to our next general meeting, which is going to be on Thursday, January 23rd at 5:30 p.m. at the Growers Market at 454 Willamette Street. Join us then. And now we're going to have some songs and performances from the Ceasefire Choir. The Ceasefire Choir
While
is
we
a
do
group
that,
of people
we're gonna go into the
organized
crowd
to
and
sing
talk to a couple of
grief
people.
in action as part of an international effort to stop the genocide in Palestine and end Israeli apartheid and occupation. They're adding their voices to the national movement for a permanent ceasefire and free Palestine. You are welcome to add your voice as they sing right now. And please feel free to talk to them afterwards, to join them in any singing in the future.
Wow, here on the crowd, it's electric, it's exciting.
So this song was inspired by Adrian Ray Brown's invitation for all of us to sing these words.
Can you imagine being here, folks? Standing among the crowd with your family and friends, fighting for justice. Oh, hey, we got someone to interview. Hi, ma'am. What's your name?
Hi, I'm Georgia.
Hi, Georgia. What do you have to say?
Well, I can't believe I'm as old as I am and I'm still fighting the same old crap.
Oh, how old are you?
I'll be 73 soon.
That's a great age.
Thank you.
It's a lucky numbers.
I've been anti-war since Vietnam days.
Yeah, that's a while.
You know, we all work for peace where we can, when we can, and do what we can. And it's really disheartening to see that so many people, they don't even really look back and see what the former generation won before they're willing to just let it fritter away, you know?
Yeah.
I mean, there was a book a long time ago. There were many books a long time ago that warned us of things. But one of them, I can't remember the author, The Dumbing of America. And
Dumbing of America.
The Dumbing, D-U-M-B-I-N-G, The Dumbing of America. And it outlined perfectly how get people all short attention, a lot of diversion, a lot of
Situational
smoke and
design.
mirrors, and before long, people are stupid.
Right.
They get stupid. And you know what? Here's the other thing about China. They said decades ago, they're never going to go to war with us because they don't have to. All they have to do is find ways to help us destroy ourselves, like putting lead in the toys that we buy.
Right.
That makes children become, used to be called retarded.
Right, we don't see that anymore.
We don't, but you know, some
handicapped.
People, right. Alter-abled is what we're
Alter
trying to
abled,
say
I like
nowadays.
that.
Yeah, because disabled is still kind of like
derogatory.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
People are trying to say alter-abled now. You know, we're always trying to improve, but I wish people would see what already worked and failed before they think that they're reinventing the wheel, before they think they're inventing the wheel.
So we should learn from our elders.
I think so, because
I think so too.
You know, this is such a dismissive society. We dismiss everything like that.
Yeah.
And we're not disposable. We're human beings.
This is my Nana, very smart, happy to be here.
I'm so proud of my granddaughter here.
She's an amazing person.
Terrapin's grandma.
Y'all got to meet Terrapin's grandma here live, telling us what it is and that we should listen to our elders and learn the lessons of the past before we have to repeat them.
But the elders should also listen to the youth, because in the middle is where we should be.
The elders should also listen to the youth, she says.
Because evolution needs to keep going. We can't stay stuck anywhere.
No.
We got to keep going forward. So we have to meet in the middle.
It's all a grand circle. All a grand circle.
Awesome. Thank you, Nana.
You're welcome.
Love you.
I love you too. All righty. Let's go get them.
Let's go get them. No anti-Israel war on Iran.
Thanks.
No. Yes, thank you. Sitting here listening to the ceasefire choir sing as we walk through the crowd.
Okay. I'm just saying, thank you all for coming. It feels empowering to see people in my community, come together over, something we're all, I feel like I'm very scared about or, anxious and angry. So I feel, empowered and supported by, seeing my community stand up for, what is right, but also, what keeps happening over and over and over. I'm here today to, fight against this presidency, or at least like fight against what's going on, because like fuck Donald Trump. And I'm a first-time voter, and I'm so disappointed, honestly. Like, votes and ballot boxes being burnt. Like, how is this democracy? Like, how is this, like, America is the land of the free, and we are burning people's votes to vote for somebody who's supposed to lead us? It's like, at this point, it's like, we're voting for somebody to, like, annihilate our country. Like, look at the fires in California and all the money being sent to bomb people in Palestine, and we don't even have. We're going. Okay. I'm gonna stay on track. I'm basically trying to raise awareness and funds for a family in Palestine. I want to spread awareness for this family. Someone who's reached out to me, Muhammad, who needs support, and I want people to understand that, like, you may feel like it's just you. You may feel like you don't have very much power, but there's so much we can do, or so much we can change by just using our voice and by like speaking to other people. So I urge you to like share and donate. I'll pass out more flyers, but the cost of food is like so expensive. I look at like what I can afford in town now, it's so expensive, but like looking at the prices in Palestine just for flour, just for like potatoes or tomatoes, anything like that, is so limited and so expensive. So I urge you to please donate, give what you can, because it's life-changing. You can save lives, you can feed people. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much. We're gonna hear a few words from Lori. Lori, there you are. Come on up. Lori Harmon is a local climate activist and member of Extinction Rebellion.
Hey, so you're live on radio, you're live on YouTube, you're live.
So I'll come down.
Yeah. Scoot up close here and tell me what you think.
About like the protests, right?
About the protest, about everything.
I think it's really good to see people like coming together today. Feels like kind of scary, like the climate we're dealing with right now.
Yeah.
But I'm like grateful that we have like people that are willing to like come outside and like come together and fight against this, and also just like kind of express themselves and how they feel with all of this. It's like really empowering, and it does like make a difference over time.
Yeah, it does. It does. Is there anything you want to say to like the oligarchy itself? Probably nothing nice.
I don't know, honestly. Just like fuck the U.S. government.
Ooh, we can't cuss on the radio.
My bad. Well, the U.S. government sucks, and I'm
Yes.
not supportive, and I want better for the American future and just other countries alike.
Yes, yeah, that's great. Sounds amazing. Thank you for your time.
Right now, it's 90 seconds to midnight on the News Network. We're in a moment of clarity. Our choice is between community and chaos, as Dr. King has told us. Our choice is between the Pentagon or the planet. Our choice is between extinction or rebellion, between unfettered capitalism or unrelenting strikes. This rally is about coming together as a community to fight for the things that we need. We need a planet that's livable for the next generation, and we need a mass movement to make that happen. Woo! All right. There are several nonviolent direct action climate groups with active chapters here in Eugene, including Extinction Rebellion, Planet versus Pentagon, and 350. Please join us as we stay in Extinction Rebellion, love and rage. Woo!
Thank you so much, Lori. And this climate crisis just goes to show why our anti-imperialist struggle is so important. It's not just a foreign war in a distant place. It's the fact that all of us are going to be impacted by the results of imperialism. And the climate crisis has been perpetuated by the imperialists of both parties, mind you. Biden had years to do things for climate policy and did nothing. Trump is going to do even worse. This is why we can't rely on the duopoly to fix our problems. But I want to go ahead and do just a couple more chants with you on this. which is when they drill and mine and frack, what do? We fight back. When they drill and mine and frack, what do? We fight back. When they drill and mine and frack, what do? We fight back. Hey, hey, ho, ho, these fossil fuels have got to go. Hey, hey, ho, ho, these fossil fuels have got to go. Hey, hey, ho, ho, these fossil fuels have got to go. Hey, hey, ho, ho, these fossil fuels have got to go. And I've got one better for you. Hey, hey, ho, ho, these fossil fuels are going to go. Hey, hey, ho, ho, these fossil fuels are going to go. Hey, hey, ho, ho, these fossil fuels are going to go. Hey, hey, ho, ho, these fossil fuels are going to go. All right, our next speaker is Rob. Rob is an organizer with the Party for Socialism and Liberation and is here to talk to you about the housing issue. Rob, you have the floor.
This is Rob speaking, Rob Fazette.
Hey everybody, welcome. I'm not supposed to be here today. We had someone else who was going to come speak about this. But as some of you may know, there was a tragedy this weekend in the community. A fighter exemplifying what Lori brought up about love and rage. Candace King, who you may know as from several years ago, had a big rent strike over on Almaden Street. Huge community defense. Came out to support Candace, and ultimately the cops came and threw them out. She and her family have been housing insecure ever since. And that's just one of the ways that this system will kill you. It will shorten our lives, make them more miserable if they can't get out of us what they want, which is our time, our labor, our consent, and Candace never consented. I worked with Candace a few years ago on some projects around her housing co-op that she was trying to start. And her energy, her love, her rage were unmatched by anyone else that I'd ever met. And I think anybody out there who knew her would feel the same.
David Candace.
So a few years ago, Candace ran for city council. And I found still her campaign page up. And this was the quote that was leading her campaign page. "We owe nothing to the wealth hoarders and power junkies. We owe everything to ourselves and the next 7 generations." And I'd add our ancestors as well. What do we need to say about housing? You look around the city. We have the highest homelessness per capita rate in the country. Housing is a human right. Neither party thinks housing is a human right. We know housing is a human right, so we have to go take it. And so I just want to leave with about 30 seconds of silence for Candace and other comrades, brothers, sisters we've lost in the struggle. As we understand that moving forward, we need each other, and we need that love and rage at the same time. Thank you. Thank you all. When they come to our houses, what do we do?
Fight!
When they come to our houses, what do we do?
We fight back!
When they come to evict our brothers and sisters, what do we do?
We fight back!
Let's go!
Woo!
I don't know, Candace is going to
Thank you for that, Rob. That was really heartwarming and tear-jerking at the same time. I want to go ahead and chant something real quick, which is very relevant to our situation in Eugene. Really simple. Stop the sweeps! 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 Stop the Another one. What do we want? Housing. When do we want it? Now. What do we want? Housing. When do we want it? Now. What do we want? Housing. When do we want it? Now. One more before I hand it off to our next speaker. Another one that is particularly local to us. Phil Knight and Elon Musk.
Elon Musk.
The wealth you have belongs to us.
The wealth you have belongs to us.
Phil Knight and Elon Musk.
Phil Knight and Elon Musk.
The wealth you have belongs to us.
The wealth you have belongs to us.
Phil Knight and Elon Musk.
Phil Knight and Elon Musk.
The wealth you have belongs to us.
The wealth you have belongs to us.
Thank you. So our next speaker is Kaylee. Kaylee Bronson Cook is an organizer with the Party for the Socialism and Liberation and a social worker specializing in preventing violence against women and children, a union member with United Academics at the University of Oregon, and a founding member of the University of Oregon Faculty and Staff for Justice in Palestine. Kaylee will be speaking on the issue of women's liberation. Come on up, Kaylee.
Had to hype myself up. Okay. Thank you all so much for being here. I'm so happy to be here with you all. I want to start my remarks today with a quote from Audre Lorde, who said, "I am not free while any woman is not free, even when her shackles are very different from my own." In this country, we talk about women's rights as if those rights just fell out of the sky one day, magically, out of nowhere. But those rights were struggled for, they were fought for, and they were won. Often at great personal sacrifice to countless women whose faces and names we will never know. Black women who led slave rebellions, risking torture, lynching, and state-sponsored murder. Women who were brutalized, arrested, and even killed, fighting for the right to vote. Women facing down fire hoses, fire hydrants, fighting for civil rights. Women at the Stonewall riots. Women in the movement for Black lives. Women in the labor movement. And so many others. Their struggle continues now, today, as our struggle. They, not politicians, not billionaire, quote-unquote feminists, are who we have to thank for every single right that we as working women enjoy today. It is with them and with us that I find my conviction that a better world is possible, and we have to build it together. Many of these rights have been won in the rich history of the women's struggle are under attack. One of many examples being the right to safely access an abortion, which was stolen from us by a right-wing Supreme Court, notably under the Biden administration in June of 2022. Republicans are leading attacks on reproductive justice. And what has the Democratic Party done about it? Nothing. They have done nothing to actually fight back, to actually protect the rights that we won. We as working women, we know that while reproductive justice is a central part of the struggle for women's liberation, that Palestine is also a women's issue. That war is a women's issue. that indigenous sovereignty and self-determination is a woman's issue. That mass incarceration, police brutality, housing, healthcare, childcare, a living wage, domestic and sexual violence, racism, immigration, trans and LGBTQ liberation, and climate change are all women's issues. The true fight for women's liberation is the fight for a world free from capitalism and endless war. We need to build a system that centers the needs of women and all oppressed people, and the only way we're gonna get it is together through a truly independent, people-powered movement to defeat not just Trump, the racist, sexist, homophobic, disgusting sexual predator that he is, and that his policies represent, but the entire billionaire agenda, the corporate duopoly, and the system that serves the interests of the elite and preys off of working women and working people everywhere, every day. We don't need billionaire, quote unquote, feminists. We don't need more women CEOs and bosses. We need a feminism for the 99%. And working women don't just stand by when we and our communities are under attack. We fight back. We fight back. When working women are under attack, what do? We fight back. When women are under attack, what do? We fight back. When women are under attack, what do? We fight back. That's right. And we are actively planning and preparing for that fight back. That is long-standing and lots of fight backs to come. You can follow us on Instagram at PSL Eugene for some upcoming calls to action, including for International Working Women's Day in March. Working Women's Day, little reminder. I'd like to close with the words of Assata Shakur. It is our duty to fight for our freedom. It is our duty to win. We must love and support each other. We have nothing to lose but our chains. Repeat after me. It is our duty to fight for our freedom.
It is our duty to fight for our freedom.
It is our duty to win.
It is our duty to win.
We must love and support one another.
We must love and support one another.
We have nothing to lose but our chains.
We have nothing to lose but our chains.
Thank you.
Thank you, Kaylee. Fantastic. I'm really angry today because of healthcare. Who else is fucking sick of this healthcare system? I know I am. My tooth fucking hurts. It's been hurting for like 3 days. I didn't have insurance for like 20 years almost because I lived in a pre-ACA world. When you were 18, you got cut off. I didn't go to the dentist for like a very, very long time because I couldn't afford it and I was fucking poor. Yeah, that's right. I have to go to the dentist, and all those years without insurance has sent me into this like anxiety spiral about how much it's gonna cost. Are you sick of all of this? Yeah. I am too. I had a daughter. She was premature, 3 months early. Her hospital bill, over $1 million to be born. What are we doing? This is madness. Do you think the Democratic establishment gives a fuck about this? No! They are bought and paid for by the insurance industry.
That's right.
Ron Wyden just saw an article, I don't know, a little while ago when I was trying to get this written, that Ron Wyden pushes for universal health care. Hell no. The insurance industry is in his top 10 list of donors. He doesn't give a fuck. It is up to and we can withhold it and demand whatever the fuck we want. And that's what we need to do. Nurses across Oregon with the Oregon Nurses Association know this. They are on strike. Today is day 10. Yesterday, members of our labor working group, we took a caravan down to Medford and we met those nurses and we stood on the strike line with them. They are amazing. They are fighting. We have to withhold our labor. We will get what we deserve. No more $1 million hospital bills. No more $400 insulin. It is not your fault if you get sick. Why are we saddled with debt? That's right. That's right. No more death. No more sickness. No more going into debt for sickness. If you agree with me, we need to organize. You need to take the next step. If you are not already in an organization, join one. That's right. That is how we do it. We organize together. I organize with Democratic Socialists of America. I love it. We have a fantastic group of people, and we fight for everyone in the working class. We have a meeting next Sunday, 3:30 p.m. at Growers Market, 454 Willamette, across from the train station. Please come, please join us, and let's fight. We need to organize. Thank you.
Thank you, Jen. And of course, we know that these insurance companies are killing us. They're killing millions of Americans. We need to abolish the insurance companies. We need to abolish medical debt and student debt. We need housing for our people. These are the things that the working class needs. But of course, we know that Trump is not going to give us these things. We know that Trump does not have our interests in mind. And we simultaneously know that the Democratic Party has not moved a muscle to give us these things either. That's why we need a movement that serves only one force of people, the working class, us. What do we want? Health care. When do we want it? Now. What do we want? Health care. When do we want it? Now. What do we want? Health care. When do we want it? Now. And repeat after me. Money for health and education, not for war and occupation. Money for health and education, not for war and occupation. Money for health and education, not for war and occupation. All right. Our next speaker is Sam. Sam Cook is an organizer with the Party for Socialism and Liberation and is going to help us wrap up this rally before we go marching.
Thank you so much for coming. This is one of 82 fight back events all over the country. There are thousands of people marching today and tomorrow against the fascist agenda that we are facing over the next 4 years. And all of the issues that have been touched on today, labor, women's rights, the climate, LGBT rights, all of these are fundamentally important issues that we are collectively saying today we will defend them. So how are we going to do that? As Malcolm X said, we are not outnumbered, we are out-organized. What we have is each other, and we need to organize. If you are not in an organization, if you are not working to build the coalitions that put together an event like this today, I would highly encourage you to do so. So, we are about to march. We're about to take the street, as this is going to kick off 4 years of resistance to this agenda. So, the way this is going to work is we are going to march along 8th to Olive, or to High Street, taking a right, going on to 5th Street to Olive, Olive back to 8th and here. As was mentioned before, there are chant sheets and QR codes available for everybody. Try to keep the sidewalks clear for medics, de-escalators, and bikes. The bike brigade will be blocking intersections so that we can march peacefully. This is the beginning of a movement, and all of you are a part of it. So I thank you again for coming, and solidarity forever.
Solidarity forever.
Check sheets, route map. Right here.
Yes, make sure to get your check.
It's okay.
I can't believe it. Guys, that was the rally. We're here.
We're going to bring these banners down so that you can hold them. All of that so that we can make this a great march.
Hairpin, why don't you take this out of the fighting?
Well, it's looking like the march is getting ready. They're handing out chant sheets. Everyone's got signs. When the people rise up, the powers come down. Big crowd here today, even though it's cold. Here's some of the signs. This country is going mad. Keep families together. Workers should have power, not the millionaires. Money for the people's needs, not the war machine. Permanent ceasefire now.
Come on over here, people! Get ready to march! Sorry for your ears, everybody near me!
Everyone's following Kaylee from PSL. And the march begins.
Oh, you should have seen my partner.
Oh, yeah. Hey, Dahlia, you want to go live?
Yeah, absolutely.
Hi, this is Dahlia. Dahlia, you're here with us at the PSL March today.
Yes, I am. Yeah, today we're at the We Fight Back rally, trying to tell our community and our people in office that we're not gonna stand for a billionaire agenda, and we're not going to be beholden to laws and institutions that enforce an occupation and enforce a billionaire agenda that doesn't work for working class people. It's a healthcare system that doesn't work for working class people. It's an immigration laws that don't work for working class people. We're sick and tired of an institution that doesn't care about us. So yeah, that's why I'm out today, and that's why more than 82 other rallies are being organized across the country, and people are getting mobilized. Very happy.
Yeah, they are mobilized. Beautiful. That was Dahlia. Dahlia is with. Which party are you with, Dahlia?
PSL.
PSL. Party for Socialism and Liberation. We've got the march taking off over here. Our youth recover navigator will be covering that. We'll be staying back here to interview some of the speakers and singers. You see our majestic police force here ready to escort us, as it were. Hey, madam, you're with the Raging Grannies, right? You're with the Raging Grannies? Can I get a word? I'm with Underground Echo Media. We're KEPW 97.3. You're live right now, madam. Do you have anything you want to say to the people? Oh goodness. Up close.
It's good to get together. This is the first one since the building across the street, I think, was built.
Yes, ma'am.
And, you know, it's important that we come out and unionize ourselves together.
Absolutely.
And the Raging Grannies are here.
The Raging Grannies are raging.
Yes.
Rage on, Granny.
Thank you.
Thank you for being beside us. The youth need you. Fortune, would you like to take our viewers on a march?
I would love to. Say bye to the host and co-host Terravin and Echo. We're going to go on the march right now. We are running a little bit behind, but we will catch up. Something I've really noticed about this rally is that there's a lot of people with differing perspective, which is really nice. I've interviewed a few of the rally goers, the crowd, and they all seem to be here for very similar reasons, even though they're taking away something different from all the speakers. Oh, there's the rally. We are missing it.
Point well argued, sir.
With Elijah. How are you, Elijah?
Shall I help you?
It's Soma.
Well, just same way and I'll take over. So now I've got notes. Yeah.
We're gonna have to run. I've never had to wait for a crosswalk ever.
Okay. Let's go.
Since we are running a bit behind, I will be running. picket for you guys. We are approaching it right now, as you can see. People clearly aren't too happy at us, as you can see. Just got cussed out. Man. All right. A lot of people aren't too happy at the blocking of traffic, as you can see. KEPW, are you excited? Oh yeah. Oh yeah. 2025, get your workplace organized. 2025, get your workplace organized. Honey, 25, get your workplace unionized. This is 2025, get your workplace unionized. Get your workplace unionized! Hello, we're live on 97.3 KEPW. Are you excited for today's rally? Yeah. Wonderful, thank you so much.
Genocide Joe has got to. Genocide Joe.
Oh, you're very local. Do you wanna say something to the viewers at 97.3 KEPW? We are live.
Genocide Joe has got to
go!
Absolutely.
You can't put genocide on TikTok and YouTube and expect voters not to flinch. Why? Because genocide doesn't work with voters. It doesn't. Genocide Joe is senile. Join my movement to get Genocide Joe to resign.
Absolutely. Thank you, sir. Woo! Live on 97.3.
Oh, Genocide Joe has got to fucking go.
No more mass deportation. No more mass deportation.
Money for jobs and education.
Not for mass deportation.
Money for jobs and education.
Not for mass deportation.
Money for jobs and education.
Not for mass deportation.
Money for jobs and education.
Not for mass deportation.
Money for jobs and education.
That guy right there, he's running undercover. You can see the radio in his lap. Take a picture of his license plate. That's an undercover car.
Apparently that guy is an undercover cop. Exciting shit.
Red, black, and green instead of gang bandanas. FBI spying on us through the radio and fellas and hitting cameras in the street like watching society. With no respect for the people's right to privacy. I'm taking slugs for the cause like you and me. All you fake niggas try to copy rap. I wanna be free to live, able to have what I need to live. Bring the power back.
Woo! We are live on 97.3 KEPW. Is there anything you want to say? Peaceful resistance now! You guys, you can see everyone's a little excited.
abortion is under attack, what do we do?
We fight back!
Let's try that again. I know it's really. When abortion is under attack, what do we do?
We fight back!
When immigrants are under attack, what do we
do? Stand up, fight back!
When trans people are under attack,
What do we do? Stand up, fight back!
when Palestine is under attack, what do we do?
Stand up, fight back!
When our rights are under attack, what do we do?
Stand up, fight back!
When our people are under attack, what do we do?
Stand up, fight back!
When our planet is under attack, what do we do?
Stand up, fight back!
When our planet is under attack, what do we do?
Stand up, fight back!
When Number 9. This is 2025. Make your workplace unionized.
This is 2025. Get your workplace unionized.
This is 2025.
Get your workplace unionized!
This is 2025.
Get your workplace unionized!
This is 2025.
Get your workplace unionized!
This is 2025.
Hi, I'm with 97.3 KEPW. Is there anything that you want to say? We are live right now.
If you can get out here and do everything you can because we're under attack. Everyone's rights.
Absolutely. And what were you expecting coming into this rally? Is this what you were expecting? Is this big?
I was not actually expecting this many people, but this is awesome. This is amazing.
Absolutely. Are you excited to see what this has for the future of Eugene if everyone decides to come together despite their political standing?
Yeah, absolutely.
Absolutely. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Have a wonderful time.
No more money for billionaire crime!
Not another nickel. Not another dime.
No more money for billionaire crimes!
Not another nickel. Not another dime.
No more money for billionaire crimes!
Not another nickel. Not another dime.
No more money for billionaire crimes!
Not another nickel. Not another dime.
No more money for billionaire crimes!
I'm live at 97.3 KPW. Is there anything that you want to say?
People are under attack.
Power to the people!
Power to the people. Thank you guys so much. Thanks for coming.
When our rights are under attack,
Slow it up
do we
again.
just let that happen? That happen? No. What do we do?
Fight back!
Boycott, divestation, and the occupation. 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 Boycott, divestation. Everybody's taking it a little slower. But keep up the change. Woo! Where were we? Oh, that's right. Boycott, divestation, and the occupation. Boycott, divestation, and the occupation. Boycott, divestation, and the occupation. Boycott, divestation,
And the occupation.
and the wars and the sanctions. No more foreign occupation. And no more and the sanctions. No more foreign occupation. And the war and the sanctions. No more foreign occupation. And the war and the sanctions. No more foreign occupation. And the war and the sanctions. No more foreign occupation.
No more foreign occupation! No more foreign occupation! No more foreign occupation! No more foreign occupation! No more foreign occupation!
What are we gonna do? Stand up, fight back! When Trump comes after immigrant families, what are we gonna do? When Trump sends want democracy.
Going to be the end of the live stream coming up here pretty soon. I just want to thank you guys so much for watching. If anyone's watching this at a later date, thank you so much. And I will. This is Fortune signing off. Underground Echo, LP 97.3 KEPW simulcasting at kepw.org. Thank you so much for tuning in.